Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shah Barakathon to all the brothers, Shalom, Hel Shamar, Yahweh Shem Ashar to all the sisters. HBK Minnesota, Lashawan Qadash class. Salaki, I want to say, sorry for the late start. Been having a lot of difficulties as far as with the internet. All right. Yeah, just having some difficulties with the internet right now. Looks like we are live. So, yeah, we wasted a lot of time due to the internet. So, what we're going to do is jump right into the topic, all right? Which once again, last week we did some words, Hebrew vocab words, and we are going to finish them off because what I want to give you is a total of 50. And with those entire 50 vocab words in Hebrew that we are going to use in the future, all right? So what I want to show you is how to use it in a sentence, in a conversation, and things of that sort. Like we are going over so much, but the basics is just laying down the platform for all 50 words. All right. And we are just going to start off with 50 because once again, in the future, we are going to use most likely all 50 of those words so that way we know how to use them just to start off. And then later, after that, we are going to get into more complex things on how to use words in Hebrew. Like for example, you have colors in Hebrew. I went over that maybe earlier this year, sometime last year, and there is a way to use a word to explain what you are trying to say. For example, the word red in Hebrew. The word red in Hebrew is Adawan. So it's not Adawan. Adawan is, sir. But Adawam, at the end, wam, it's going to be red, devil, or evil. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry. Devil or red. And that's talking about our oppressor. Because who is the red man on the earth? It's going to be our oppressor. The one who is predominantly ruling the police department, who is behind the KKK, who is all the presidents. So if you get that picture, you know exactly what I'm speaking about. All right? So, Adawam, which I can spell for you guys. Just give me a second here. Yeah, so if you don't know, Adawam is going to be in the prayers for Psalms 83. Just give me a second. Yeah, all right. So I'll give you an example right now. All right, so Adawam means red or devil. Okay, that's what Adawam means. So I'm using that example to say pretty much that just like this, although it's red, right? Red is a color, but also too the usage of this word all depends on how you are going to use it based on the context. So you can be using this for the color red or red to describe something or someone. All right. Same thing with devil. Okay. So that's the whole point of that. So otherwise, we are going to get into the rest of the vocab words in the Hebrew. All right. If anybody has any questions or concerns, go ahead and type it in the chat. We'll go ahead and get into it and go from there. All right. Otherwise, hopefully everybody that's watching, you have this. I'm just gonna go ahead and erase it. If you do not write it down, you can always come back to the class later after it has ended and we'll repost it. Okay. All right. Let's get it. Okay. All right. So we left off with the vocab word 35. Yataza, yataza, salate, yataza. That was the word. From last week, that was number 35. This is going to be number 36. If you missed the last few classes, it's going to be on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. All right? Everything is posted online for the classes that you have missed. All right? Okay. All right, so for the last one, it might be a little confusing. And Shalom Yahweh Shema, Thambashim Shah, to the sisters that came in. So for the last one, right? Let me see. All right, so for the last one, right? This right here and this right here is two different words. And I put a darker line to separate it. So these are two words in Assyrian, two words in the ancient Hebrew. I'm going to get into that in a second, okay? So if I'm writing it too close, too small, let me know, okay? Let me see. Let's see some. Okay, so you said, let me see. Yeah. You said 36. Let me see. Okay. So okay, so to the sister. All right, to the sister Marakapath. All right, so 36, 37, you already got it down. Most High in Christ. All right, so 36, right? Here's the thing about 36. So each letter is actually by itself. Nothing is connected. So that was very close. If it was connected, that could have been exactly how you spelled it out. But since everything is by itself, it's different. So I'll show you. So you got the da, the wa, the da wa, and the da again. So it's going to be, oh, okay, never mind. Hold on 1 second now. I feel like this market that gave out on me. Give me 1 second here. All right, so all right, so since it's by itself, right? You got the da, wa, da. It's gonna be D-A-W-A-D-A. Da, wa, da. All right? It's all by itself, da, wa, da. Okay? And what da, wa, da means, and also too, matter of fact, that looks a little weird. My little W. All right, so what da, wa, da means, pretty much is David, as in King David, which in a nutshell, it means beloved. So you got the da, wa, da, which means David, as in King David, and the definition of it is beloved. That's what his name means. So King David, who was the father of King Solomon, all right, da, wa, da. And also too, da, wa, da is right here. Okay? And sometimes you may see something like this. You feel me? Da, wa, da. If you ever see the shield is called the shield of David. All right? You got the da right here, the da. You got the other da, which is backward, which is upside down, which is the shield right there. And the wa usually covers it. Otherwise, sometimes you might see it like this, sometimes kind of like that. You know what I mean? You may see it something like that. You may see something around it, like that. Okay? And the shield of David is a seal, of course, of David. That was his signature. It was a stamp. It was a signature. That's why we rock it till this day. A lot of people think that it's a graven image when it's not a graven image. It's something that we rock because it has honor to it. There are a lot of people who have their Hebrew names and they make a symbol out of it. All right. So moving on. So Dawadah means David, which is beloved in Hebrew, or Hebrew to the English. All right. So going on to the next one. You said, let me see. Yep, that's correct. Yep, Dawadah. There you go, sis. You got it. You got it. All right. So 37. You are already on it. I see you fast with it. Most High in Christ. All right. So 37. We have the Shah, which is by itself. We got the Shah, and then we have the Wa and the Ba connected. So just like the sister said in the chat, it's going to be Shawab. So it's the W-A and the B The A is going to drop off with the ba, but the A is going to stay with the wa. All right? So shawab. Now shawab sounds like the word that means good in Hebrew, which is tawab. Tawab is Tawab. Tawab means good in Hebrew. All right? And that's something that we always say and use, you know, are you Tawab? Or someone may ask you a question like, how are you? You say Tawab, which means I'm good. Okay? All right, so what does that word mean? Okay, so it means a few things. All right? Let's see here. So, all right. Let me write it out first, and I'll give it to you in a second. All right, so Shawab means turn back, return, bring back, and restore. Okay? So let's put this in the chat real quick. All right. Uh, all right. Yep. All right. So that's in the chat now. Shawab means turn back, return, bring back, or restore. Okay? That's what that means. All right. So, all right, let's keep continuing. All right, so this one's going to be a little tricky, right? All right. Let me start over on that one. All right. All right, so let me see. All right. So we have two words. Two words. The Syrian and the Hebrew. With the Hebrew, we are going to start off with this one right here. We have the which is by itself, right? And also, too, hold on, before I even move forward with that, Let me see something. Okay, now ironically, both of these actually mean the same thing, just in a different context. So the huh, the nah, and the huh for the first one. So we have the huh by itself, and then we have the nah and the huh connected. That's going to be N-A-H, nah, right? Now, we have the huh and the nah connected together. So all together, that's going to be hun, all right? It's going to be hun. And the A drops off from the nah. Just like the A drops off with the huh when it's connected towards the end of the word, all right? So these two really mean the same thing. And let me show you. And that is correct, sis. That's right, yep. No sign for us. That is correct. All right, so what does Han and Hana mean? Hana, so like Hana. I almost want to say Hannah, but Hana and Han. Okay. All right. All right. So Hana or Han means behold, lo. Lo is another word. It's shortened for look. All right. Lo, see, hear, now, or look. All right. All throughout the Bible, you are going to see these terms. You are going to see these words. Like anytime that you open up mainly the first chapter of a book, you're going to say, behold, Ezekiel this, Ezekiel that. I beheld, and lo, I saw this, I saw that. Of course, you're going to see this word see everywhere, that word everywhere, now everywhere, look everywhere. So look, lo, and behold, and see, you will pretty much, identify it in every book of the Bible, especially when it comes to visions and prophecies. These words you will identify a lot. Okay? And also, too, when you are studying the Bible, what you want to focus on, and Shalom Lord Christ to the brother Dwayne, when you are studying the Bible, what's very important is the words. You have to understand what the words are and what they are saying. Okay? You want to be very, 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 very noticeable of that. You want to make sure that you're paying attention to that, because that's very important. Because based on what a word is in the sentence of the precept or the verse, based on the words that are there, it's going to let you know what is being said. All right. Just like last week, we went over the difference between a lowercase, God, versus when it's uppercase in the Bible. Same thing with Lord. Lord can be lowercase like that, Lord, or it can be uppercase, bold letters. There's a difference in the Bible. When you see God as in lowercase God, that's mainly speaking about men, because men are gods, if you do not know. And the word God means power or authority. Very much similar to Lord. But of course, when it says God as in God, that's speaking about the Most High. Right? Now, when it says Lord, that could be speaking about man as well. And now Lord is a ruler who is an authority figure. It's a title. Now Lord, as in uppercase, what that is, um, that's speaking about Yahweh Shai in most cases, otherwise the Most High. And in the Bible, you want to pay attention to that. Okay? You want to get the spirit behind what you are reading in the Bible. Because if you don't, you're going to be confused and probably be teaching the incorrect information to people. So be very mindful and careful of that. All right, so enough about that. Let's continue. All right, 39. Once again, if anybody has any questions or concerns, go ahead and type it in the chat and we'll get to it. All right. All right. All right. So let's see here. All right. So let's see here. Okay. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, so and Shalom Yahweh Shemarathon Bashon Shai to the sister Izara and to the sister Marakapath. Yes. Actually, yeah, we have a lot of snow right now as we speak. A lot of snow. It's pretty crazy. All right, so 39, real quick. So 39, of course, you got the love. And when it's something like this, right, that means that it's an open parenthesis, okay? And it's by itself, the letter is by itself. So the love is going to be there by itself, right? So it's going to be love, and then the qua and the k is going to be connected. So if something is connected, that means that something has to fall off. So it's like it. So in this case, the k, the two A's is going to drop off. So it's going to be like this. The quack. All right. That's what's going to be the quack. Laqach. Now, the definition is take, receive, and as a noun, be taken. All right, so laquac means take, receive, or as a noun, that's why I have the parentheses, be taken. All right, so number 40, yadai. You are correct. You got the ya, which is by itself, ya, then you got the duh and the I. D, A, and I. Now, although it is connected, the I is only just the I. There's nothing else attached to it. Now, some people would think, well, how come the A stays there with the duh? Because it's based on the context of the word and also how the word is set up. So a lot of these words that I am putting on the board comes from the Blue Letter Bible, all right? Which probably should have wrote that up there. Let me see. So Blue Letter Bible.com. So blueletterbible.com is not only just a website, but you can download the application on your phone. All right. If you got an Android or you got an iPhone, you can download the app. All right. So Blue Letter Bible. When you look up a word such as, for example, beloved, what's going to come up is David or Dawada. You look up Shawab, and what you want to do is you can either put it in the English or put it in the Hebrew, all right, or the Syrian. It's going to pop up, all right. So this word is going to be Yada, all right. Let's see. We also got a brother who has a similar name in a school, I believe in New York headquarters. No, Philly. The school in Philly. The brother's name is Yediah. So this is part of his name, Yedai. All right. So you got a brother name, but name of Yediah. Okay. So what does Yedai mean? Let me show you. All right. So here we go. So Yedai. The definition of the word is know as a noun, be known, cause to know, make known, or declare. So it's kind of similar. All right. They kind of saying the same thing, just in different ways. Okay. All right. Once again, if anybody got any questions or concerns, let me know. All right, 41. Let me see here. All right, so 41, we have the and the ma. The and the ma is a two-letter word. So you have the a for the and they are connected. And then you're only going to have the m for the ma. So it looks like am, but it's It's What does mean? Simply just like this. It means if. All right, that's what it means. If. Nothing more than that. Okay. Although the H is not there, it's still not am, like you would read it or say it in the English. All right. Let's keep it going. 42. We have the I, it's by itself, and we have the la and the ha together. So when something is connected towards the end of the word, something drops off. In most cases. And in this case, something does drop off. And what is that going to be? The A for the H. So you're left with this right here. Isla. Isla. All right? Okay. Isla is a very popular name amongst sisters in the UK. You probably heard it before. Most cases, it's connected to something else. All right? So, this is what it means. Just by itself. All right, so what does Isla mean? The word Isla means go up, ascend, bring up. Now, I kind of wrote this in a corner right here. It means be brought up. You know, you're being brought up to something, all right? Otherwise, taken away. So that's what that means. Okay? Almost done here. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna start right there for now. We got about 4 on the board. Okay. All right, so it might get to the point where you see a little glare on the board. Um, if you have trouble seeing it, just let me know. Otherwise, let me see something real quick. Okay, that should be better. Okay, hopefully that's better. We'll see how it goes. If you have trouble seeing the board, let me know. All right. All right, move forward. 43. We have the sh by itself, just SHA. Then we have the nut and the hut together, connected. All right, which is called a closed parenthesis. All right. So with that being a closed parenthesis, what do we do? It's connected. Something has to drop off. So it's going to be NaH. Shana. All right, Shana. All right, Shana. And what Shana really means, in a nutshell, it's going to be year. Year. That's what it means. Okay? Shana. That's how you say year in Hebrew. So we have 44. You have a sh and a ma. A sh and a ma. Which is going to be shum. Shum. S-H-A-M. S-H-A-M. Shum. That's what that is. Okay? Now, what does shum mean? It means name or fame. Name or fame. Actually. So, shum means name or fame. In a nutshell, name or fame. So, think of popularity. See what I'm saying? Think of popularity. Think of famous. Because fame falls in the same category as famous. Okay? So, fame, popularity. What's that word? Like a representation of your name, things of that sort. Okay, that's what shum is. And there's ways to use this word, by the way, many ways, just like the rest of the words that we have on the board. Moving forward, definition number 45. Okay. Now, also too, after we get to 50, I might add additional few, just to play around with additional few words. You can still write it down. We might use it in a later future, but not for the next couple of classes that I have set up for just the 50, okay? But you can still write it down. All right, so let's get to it. 45. We have the and a na, which are connected. So what it's going to be is A, N, un. All right, it's going to be un. And then you have the ya, which is by itself. Anya. Probably seen that word before, anya. All right. 1 second, it's a lot here. Yeah, anya. All right. So you've probably seen the word before. If you haven't, you should have at least heard of it. And it's very simple because this is a word that's in the prefix. The prefix of the ancient Hebrew, paleo. It simply means I. I or so it means I or I as in I am. And right there, it's a little bit better. That should be better. There you go. I or I am. That's what anya means. Anya. All right, 46. We have the sh by itself. Then we have the la and the ka connected. Okay? You got the sh, which is the sh, S-H-A by itself. You have the l, the k, which is going to be luck, luck. So shalak. And when you say the k, you want to say it with your throat, because you got this type of k right here, and then you have, which is this right here, and then you have the other one, which is ka, which is like that. Okay, you got the k and the k, two different things, two different pronunciations, two different letters. So you have shalak, shalak. Now what does it mean? Let's see. All right. All right. So it means send forth, and also send away. All right. So shalak means send, like you send a message, or send something, like send forth, or send away. All right. All right. Send forth, send away. That's what shalak means. All right. Let's continue. Mhm. All right. Last one. All right. Salaki, it took me a little second to make sure everything was correct. All right, so we have 4 left. Okay, so yeah, we have 4 left. And so let's go ahead and get into it because we only have a little bit more time. So number 47, we have I, all right, okay, which is by itself because it has a open parenthesis, all right. If it looks like this is underneath a letter, that's an open parenthesis. If it looks like this, it's called a closed parenthesis, right? So we have the I, then we have the ya and the na together, all right, which is going to be Y-A-N, Ayan. That's like that looks a little weird. Give me a second. All right, Ayan. Okay. Now, by definition, what does it mean? So Ayan actually sounds like its actual name. It means eye or fountain. So Ayan means eye, like your actual eye that you see out of, and fountain. That's what Ayan means. All right. All right. That's what that means. Eye or fountain. Okay. So 48. You have the ma, which is by itself. You have the wa and a tha, which is connected. So ma, you got the wa and the tha. W-A-C-H. Mawath. Mawath is going to be the word. What does Mawath mean? All right, Mawath. What does it mean? So it's going to be die, kill, or execute. Okay? Yep, so Mawaf means die, kill, or execute. So now we have two more left. All right, so the next one. Once again, if you guys have any questions or concerns, go ahead and ask your questions. I'll still get to it, although we're running out of time. No sweat. So we have the K, which is by itself. The K, we have the W, and we have the Slovakia. And we have the G. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. So K. Since it's by itself, it's going to be CHAA. K. All right. Then we have the W and the G, which is going to be WAG. Boom. Kawag. Kawag. Kawag is how you would pronounce that. Kawag. All right. Now Kawag. What does Kawag mean? It is a shape, so it's going to be a circle, circuit, and it's going to be a compass. All right, compass. Now we have the last one. So yeah, Kawag is circle, circuit, or compass. Now we have 50. The last one. We have the R by itself, the B and the I connected. So this one right here is RABAI. You're probably wondering, why is it all connected? How come nothing drops off? Because at the end of the word, we have the I. The I is only just the I by itself. There's nothing attached to it, so everything stays the same. Okay? Salakia. All right, there we go. All right. Here we go. We in the game. All right. Rabbi. RABAI. Rabbi. Okay? Now, Rabbi is also another shape. And I included, oh no, it's like, actually it's not a shape. Well, yeah, yes it is. It actually is, yes. Okay, yeah. I decided to put this in. Since we went over shapes earlier this year, decided to throw that in there because a lot of people be asking about the colors and the shape. All right? Decided to throw the shapes in there a long time ago. So, Rabbi, what does it mean? What shape is that? Let me show you. Of course, it's a square. It's a square, also called a foursquare. And that's pretty much it. A square or a foursquare. That's what Rabbi stands for. All right, that's the Hebrew for it. Okay. So by chance, if you missed any words on this board during this class, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you go ahead. Put this up here. You want to make sure that you go ahead and watch the class over again. Once again, these classes are very important. Lashawan Qadash. If you want to know how to speak your native tongue in your own language, what you want to do is learn and study these Friday classes because language is very important. Without the language, what do you have? Language is very important. All right, you can you can be satisfied with English all your life if you want to, but there's power in our lineage, our native tongue, and that's something that you want to consider and think about. Okay, in your everyday life, you can learn Spanish all you want, which is not our language. That's not even the Hispanics' language at all either. It's just something that they had to learn due to captivity. All right, just like a lot of us, the only reason why those that are born in America in the U.S. the only reason why we speak English is because of captivity, because we was born here. And when I say born here, I mean we were brought here, we was grown up into the way of life of America, so we know the language. Just like if you take somebody from, let me see, if you take somebody from the UK, young, and you bring it to the Americas or to America, and you put them into the way of life of America, they're going to learn how to speak English, and 9 times out of 10, most times they are going to lose their accent, lose the way that they speak, their language, their heritage, their culture, their tradition. Things like that happen. I have too many friends that I know who are, Mexican, who are, native Indian, see what I'm saying, so-called Gad. I'm just like it, the Gadites and the Issacharites. I have too many friends, you feel me, that are from the reservations, that are from Mexico and Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, Cubans. And when they come here, they lost their accent. They lost it. And I remember one friend in particular meeting this person who knew a little bit of English and had a thick accent. And as we got older, um, less of an accent, more of an Americanized accent, meaning they could speak, good English. And you would think that they're from here and not from anywhere else. So the moral of the story is, let's get in tune with our language. All right, this is our native tongue. This is what we should be focused on every single day. All right. Now, if you can't get into it every day, every Friday, we have a Friday class. All right. Lord allow, there's always going to be a Friday class until Christ's return. Okay. So with that being said, not to hold you guys up for too long, I want to say shalom. Yahweh Shem Shai Barakatam to all the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shamar. Alatham Bashim Shai to all the sisters. With that being said, shalom. All right.